Brothers and sisters, hello. Father Nathaniel Haslam, the International Chaplain for the Lumen Institute. Great to be back with you here in August, final month of the summer. And in August, we have two special feast days, which I think offer us a common message. On one hand, there is the Feast of the Transfiguration of our Lord, where he is transfigured there on Mount Tabor, shown in glory before his disciples. And a voice from heaven says, "Behold my beloved Son, in whom I'm well pleased. Listen to him." And then you have, on the 15th of August, you have the Assumption of the Blessed Mother into heaven, this great feast day in the church as well. A common message between these two feast days, which I think maybe I offer you for the short reflection, would be to prepare yourself for your death, prepare yourself for the encounter with God, prepare yourself for being glorified with God. Remember, we live in a world that is so often focused on the present moment, on experiencing this present moment, and just doing all these things that we do. Whether we eat, whether we sleep, whether we go and have fun with our friends, whether we party, we go to the services, we go to sports, play video games, we are on our phones, we're on our computers working, going to school, all the different things that we may do in life, right? And time just passes. And the world reminds us so often, well, just do the things you're enjoying, right? And get out of life what you want to get out of it. But remembering from a Christian perspective that there's a much bigger end game we've got to keep our eyes on, right? And that is that we are on a continuum of encounter with God that's going to culminate, whether it's today or 50 years from now, it's going to culminate in our passing over, right? Our exodus, right? From the idea of the exodus of the Israelites, right? A passing over. And that's what happened to Jesus in the Transfiguration. Moses and Elijah appear to him, and they're speaking of this exodus, right? His passing over. My brothers and sisters, we're all going to pass over. We're all going to pass over from life through the doorway of death to meeting God, right? And Mary, in her Assumption, reaches a point in her earthly journey where she, body and soul, are assumed into heaven, into glory before God. So these mysteries speak to us of our passing over too. And again, I'm not trying to say don't live the present moment and enjoy the things of the earth, right? But remember that all of those need to be done and embraced from the perspective of, I am passing over to the Lord, and it's coming very quickly. The great saints, the great mystics, wise men and wise women of different religious traditions, and even philosophical traditions, speak about the importance of living with the end in mind, right? And so it's good to keep your eye on the prize, on the passing over to meet the Lord one day. It's fun. It's interesting when you go to the Vatican, you look at the different sculptures there over some of the tombs of the popes and things. You see some of them have a skull, right? A skull on their desk, or they have a hourglass in their hand, right? All this with the idea that time is short. Prepare yourself for meeting the Lord. Live the moment now with that perspective and act accordingly, because you don't know how long you have. So all this just to encourage us as we get ready to go into the fall. Let's continue living every day and every moment with our mind's eye upon that eternal encounter that's coming, right? That gives purpose and meaning and direction to all we do. God bless you this day. I pray for you and your families. Have a good day. God bless.